For those of you who have ever written a song, you will know that it is a very artistic process. You must slam your face into the piano until either you get inspired or brain damaged. My hope is to gift you with a 5-step process that will help you to find inspiration while writing music, so you won't have to find yourself in a hospital. With my full year as a professional musician, I'd like to help you by teaching you what I have learned with my experience. The 5-step process to creating a song will help anyone to be able to make music. This process includes determining the tone and style of the music you would like to listen to, listening to music with a similar tone and style of the music that you want to write, coming up with a melody for your song, creating context for your melody like chord progressions and rhythm, then fully developing your ideas. The first step is determining the tone and style of your music. This sets up the general outline of a song. It helps you to constrain all of your brainstorming ideas so they all fit into the genre that you are writing for. It is important to determine the tone and style before you begin, because it will help you to focus on what you're trying to create. Ask yourself a few questions, such as, does the song I'm writing need lyrics? Does it have a major tone or a minor tone? Does my song identify with any particular genre? Does it identify with a combination of genres? After you have found the answers to these questions, use them to identify keywords for your song. For one project, I had to write a German folk background music. This was difficult for me because I'm not really familiar with German folk background music. So, I asked myself these questions. Does my song I'm writing have lyrics? No, because it's just background music for a video. Does it have a major tone or a minor tone? It has a major tone, but it's not too cheesy. Does my song identify with any particular genre? Yeah, it's kind of its own genre. The keywords that I came up with are German folk instrumental, major. After you finish this, you must listen to music in a similar tone and style. Listening to music with a similar tone and style helps you to identify many key aspects of the type of music that you may want to include in your own music. Whether it be a walking bass line or frequent suspended chords, finding key elements is the beginning of your inspiration, and it will help if you have ideas already in your mind as you go to create a melody. Simply go to YouTube or Spotify and use the keywords you created in the last step to search up similar songs. After this, you must create a melody. Creating the melody is a start. Some people prefer to begin with chord progressions. The important thing is to find out what works for you. This step is where you determine the melody and, if needed, the lyrics. The melody is the most important part of any song. That is the part that people will be singing hours after they've heard your song. According to Gary Ewer, the writer for Essential Secrets of Songwriting, the melody should include mostly a stepwise pattern with occasional leaps. If you have lyrics in the rhythm of the melody should match the natural rhythm of the words. In some songs, it may be necessary to create a counter melody. That will add harmonic complexity to your melody, but be sure that the melody fits the style and genre that you were writing for. And make sure it has all the same answers to the questions you asked yourself in the first step. If they don't, you can try tweaking a few of your notes until you get the sound you're looking for. For now, just focus on an 8-bar melody. This will inspire you to create context and chord progressions for your melody. The chord progression is what sets up the context and the mood for your melody. So a melody without chords or percussion or anything like that can become quite dull very quickly. It's like having chocolate frosting without any cake. For this step, it is important to go back to the music you listened to in the second step. Take note of the types of instruments, chords that they used. Maybe you need a walking bass line, or maybe the bass is still. Maybe you have arpeggiating chords, or maybe they're just sustained. The important thing is that none of the chords should make the melody feel out of place. Now it's time to create the rest of your song. You must take your 8-bar idea and develop it into a song. Sometimes completing a song is the most difficult part of the process. It is important to stick with it until you are satisfied with your results. There are generally a lot of repeated elements in music. Try making several variations to your 8-bar pattern. Switch up a note or two in the melody or the chord progression. Try changing the rhythm or the instrumentation of your melody. Then arrange your patterns in an interesting way to fit the structure of similar music. There are hundreds of processes that one can use to create music. The important thing is to find a process that works for you and to stick to it. Following a process will help you to at least find inspiration to write the song that you have always wanted to write. Hopefully, this method leads to less brain damage than the method you are used to using. Thank you.